you. Hi, everyone. How are you all doing? I'm sorry to be a few minutes late, and thank you all for being on time. Senator Wilk, it's so nice to see you. You're on mute. If we had $1 for every time I said that, we would really not have a budget problem.
Yeah, well, my wife prefers me on mute. That's why that's kind of my standard operating procedure. No, happy to be back. Really should have never left. It was a miscommunication from my staff, so apologize for that.
No worries. So I do want to just take a minute to introduce Ana Lasso. She is the DGS director. She comes to us, was at LAUSD and then at Expo Park in LA. We are thrilled to have Ana join us. She obviously, we all know what a big job it is, and we really look forward to working with you, Ana. Do you want to say anything briefly to the board?
Thank you, Gail. No, just wanted to say I'm very excited to be here. Educational facilities are some of my favorite topics, so it's very apropos to actually get to serve on the state allocation board. I'm very excited to be here today and hope to be of help and service to all.
Great. Thank you very much. With that, Ms. Jones, will you call the roll to establish a quorum, please?
Certainly will. Senator Wilk.
Present.
Senator Leyva.
Here.
Senator Roth. Assembly Member O'Donnell.
Here.
Assembly Member Cunningham.
Here.
Assembly Member Burke.
Here.
Juan Morales.
Here.
Ana Lasso.
Here.
Gail Miller.
Here. So we have a
Jeremy
quorum.
Smith.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Pursuant to the governor's
Gail.
executive. Yeah.
I didn't get to say here.
I'm sorry. Well, you don't seem fully here, Jeremy, are you?
Here.
I was just
I'm
making
here.
sure Jeremy was fully here and not partially here. Great, now we really have a quorum. Thank you, and we actually do have a relatively brief meeting. Pursuant to Governor Newsom's Executive Order N2520 from March 12th, the meeting is being conducted by Zoom. It's being physically webcast from the Ziggurat Building in West Sacramento if anyone would like to provide public comment in person. In order for the meeting to run efficiently, please raise your hand in the Zoom feature under reactions. And unfortunately, if you're calling into the meeting and not using the Zoom app, you won't be able to provide public comment. And the State Allocation Board meeting from July 28th has been canceled and will resume in August. So because that's also the legislative spring break or summer break, excuse me. And lastly, upon the conclusion of this public meeting, the State Allocation Board will meet in closed session, also via Zoom. You got a note earlier from Sam, so please check your email for that link to receive and confer with counsel for legal counsel pertaining to litigation pursuant to Government Code 11126E1. And then we'll come back into open session to provide a report out. So with that, we are looking to see if we have any public comments, and if not, a motion to approve the minutes from April 28th, 2021.
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Burke.
Second.
Thank you, Senator Leyva. I see no public comments. Any objection to a unanimous roll call to approve the minutes? Seeing none, the minutes are approved. We will now move to the executive officer statement, please, Ms. Silverman.
Yeah, it's a great short meeting today, which is a nice announcement we wanted to share. Was just a follow-up from the apportionment activity last month. The board did approve $520 million, which is great news for the program, and that's a result of the spring bond sale. But the update we wanted to share was we did receive over $180 million in fund release requests. So yeah, that's great news. Folks are coming in, accessing their cash, and that's what we want. And so again, we wanted to share that update. But those folks who haven't come in for your cash, you have until July 27th to come in and again, provide us the appropriate documentation. And then we also want to encourage districts to come in for the fund release request that's electronically through OPSC Online. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can send it to us by mail, but we want to encourage folks to send it electronically through OPSC Online, but also you can send it to us via email as well. So just remember the timelines, July 27th. And if you haven't done so, we'll reach out to you in the next few weeks just to remind folks, come get your cash. And the second item we wanted to share with you is there's a current priority funding round that's open currently, and it closes June 10th. And that's really important. So if you have an unfunded approval that's been approved by the board, and then we have quite a bit as part of the consent agenda today. So again, if you have an unfunded approval, you have the ability to submit for the certification round. And it's real important. The certification means you have the ability to access cash. And the cash is in the fall bond sale. So again, your certification is valid from July 1st through December 31st of 2021. So again, reminder, certification rounds are due, certifications are due June 10th. And then the next item we wanted to also share is we did have one other training series update, and that's again the certification of how to do that, the certification. It was how to access the party funding via OPSC online, and that was April 30th. And again, it's really trying to encourage folks to submit electronically through our office. And again, this is a great tool. Go green and go electronic process. So again, we're trying to build some nice features to facilitate the ease of accessing our program grants and accessing your cash. I mean, what a better way to use this tool than to use our online feature. And again, just to encourage folks, we had 11 external workshops since the beginning of the year. And this is great information. We have a resource page. So if you did miss it, there's still an opportunity to come to our resource page or OPSC YouTube to access this program workshop. Very good information. And we are going to have further announcements come June. So again, we want to encourage folks to sign up for our additional workshops and more announcements in June. I expect probably at least 3 more workshops come late summer and fall. So again, don't fall asleep. Make sure you access our workshops. They're going to be great information that we want to share with you folks. And it's really going to be a great opportunity for all of us. And then with that, I wanted to let you know that our next meeting is June 23rd.
Great. Thank you. All good news. Maybe not quite as good as our almost $600 million apportionment. But any questions or comments from board members? Seeing none, any public comment? Is Mr. Watanabe on, or you don't see anything?
Yep,
do you?
there's nothing there.
Okay, great. So with that, we will move to the consent calendar, which is our only other action item today. Ms. Silverman.
Consent is ready for your approval.
Great. Any public comments on consent? Seeing none, any questions or comments from board members?
No.
Nope. Okay, may we have a motion and a second for the consent calendar, please?
So moved.
Second. Thank you, Senator Leathrow. Thank you, Ms. Burke. Ms. Jones, will you call the roll, please?
Certainly. Senator Wilk,
Aye.
Senator Leyva,
Aye.
Assemblymember O'Donnell,
Aye.
Assemblymember Cunningham,
Aye.
Assemblymember Burke,
Aye.
Juan Morales,
Aye.
Jeremy Smith,
Aye.
Ana Lasso,
Aye.
Gail Miller.
Aye, the consent calendar is approved. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll now move to the financial reports, please.
Yeah, on page 127, although we did have a short month last month since we did provide the cash to districts, but on 127, just to summarize, just the last few days of April, we did release $3.3 million in cash. But you're going to see the trend line go up because we're going to be receiving a lot more cash requests from districts as a result of the spring bond sale. So the trend line is going to be going up, which is great news. And on page 129 and 130, just to memorialize what your actions this month you just took, we actually had over $260 million in the consent agenda. So that's great program activity going on this month. So $260 million in program grants that we were approved as part of the consent agenda. So this is great. Just want to summarize that.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. And we're happy, if it's helpful at all, we can send you an email with all the upcoming workshops and deadlines for any of you, especially legislators for your districts, if you want to get those out so folks know when to apply and how to get all the information they need. So please just reach out and we'll get all of that to you. And then I think Ms. Silverman, we're just moving to any final reports or any, oh, you just did the workload, so we're good. So now,
Yeah.
any other comments, questions, public comment? So we are going to adjourn the open session for now. We do have to come back in and report back from closed session. You have an email from Sam Gerardo who sent you the closed session link. So if you could hop off this link, go into that. And then Mr. Patton, do we need a quorum to come back and adjourn, or is it okay if I just come back and?
Well, I think you need a motion to adjourn. Actually, Lisa Jones knows your protocol better than I do. I think you normally move to adjourn on that.
Yes, Chair, go ahead and just announce that we're going into closed session, and we'll leave the public meeting open. Michael Watanabe will manage that, and then we'll all go into closed session. We'll have it, and then we'll go out of closed session, and you'll report back in that we were in closed session, and now we're back in public session, and then you'll adjourn the meeting.
Got it. Okay, thank you. We'll see you in a moment. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
As we met in closed session. And as I mentioned before we adjourned into closed session, the State Allocation Board met in closed session via Zoom for the purposes of conferring with and receiving advice from legal counsel regarding pending litigation pursuant to Government Code Section 11126E1. And we met and no action was taken. So with that, unless there's any final public comment or questions, seeing none, thank you everyone for joining, and we will adjourn our meeting. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Gail. Bye, everybody.